All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials, and in this video I'm going to be going over all of the details for the big Season 4 update, which is coming next Tuesday on July 15th, Project Diarchy. And yeah, I'm going to be going over all the information that I know. We were able to preview this early. Thanks again to Red Barrels for showing us all of this amazing new content that's coming early and allowing us to ask questions about it. Of course, I am part of the Murkoff whistleblower program that Red Barrels has started as of Season 3, and we do get some early sneak peeks and get to ask some questions. So I am recording this on the night before that the information is actually going to drop, and if there's anything that changes or gets clarified in the moments after, you know, I will be sure to correct that in the comments or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to go over here, so I'm just going to jump right into the first part, which is, of course, the new Prime asset. Now, we got a very, very nice little 30-second teaser earlier today on Monday that gave you your first look at them. But yeah, of course, they are known as Auto and Aurora, the Crest twins, the new Prime asset. They are conjoined twins, so Auto is kind of the main body who is the one who walks around and moves, and then Aurora is kind of like attached to his back, like from the torso and up, I guess is how they work. And yeah, their design is really cool, and as far as gameplay mechanics are concerned, they do have a much more comprehensive field of view. They can see almost all of the 360-degree field around them, so you're not going to be able to really sneak around them that easily or anything like that. I'm very curious to see how things like bottles work against them. If you throw a bottle into a corner, will they both look over there and then you can get behind them or not? That's something I'm curious about. But that'll be something we can test, of course, on update day. As far as what their abilities are, Aurora will be able to throw poison flasks at players, so that is a ranged attack, and if it hits you, you'll get some damage, and then will also, after a short delay, vomit. You'll see a bit of a distortion on your screen, and then you will stop. It's like a pretty big stun. Like, you will stop in place, bend over, and vomit on the floor, and then only then can you continue running. So it's going to be really dangerous where Aurora throws a poison flask at you. If that hits you, you are going to be in trouble because Auto has a chainsaw as a melee weapon. He's probably going to be running up to you and about to absolutely destroy you while you are stuck vomiting on the floor. So it seems like that's going to be a very threatening combo. And yeah, those poison flasks are going to be a menace to to keeping yourself safe when you're being attacked by them in the open. As far as the Prime asset trap that they have, that is going to be poison flasks as well. So in different maps there's those hanging cans, and also there's they can also be dolls like on Orphanage or Fun Park, but those are going to be replaced for basically hanging poison vials, and if you run into those, you will get that same effect of your screen will kind of get a little bit woozy or whatever briefly, and then you will get like stunned and throw up, and again, it's probably a little bit of damage alongside that as well. So yeah, those are going to be something you definitely want to watch out for. Sounds like, at least in my opinion, they won't be quite as annoying as Franco's laser traps. I think those will still take the cake as being the ones that are most annoying to at least avoid and not get blown up by. But still, very, very cool design of the new Prime asset, and I'm really looking forward to just jumping in and actually getting some gameplay against them. But those are all the main details of how they're going to work and what we know so far about their mechanics. Of course, with a new Prime asset, we're going to be getting a new map as well, and that new map is going to be the Shopping Mall. That's what it's going to be called, and of course it'll be slotting in here into Genesis right at the end after Suburbs. And let me just say, I've seen the poster for it. Poster is absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to seeing that show up here in Genesis. And that is yeah, that's a cool map concept as well. And then the full trial on the map is going to be something that I'm not 100% sure if I can safely say here on YouTube, so I'll just say it as an abbreviation. It's gonna be called Kill the P, so KTP instead of KTS for Kill the Snitch, and then that P stands for Should I say it? I don't even know. I'll just say it here. The P stands for politician. So I don't think I can put that in a YouTube title necessarily, especially given the current climate in the world. I don't know, but that is the name of the trial here in Outlast Trials. Okay, don't come for me, but that's what it's going to be called. And we got a preview, first look at the map, and it looks absolutely huge. So I am really looking forward to exploring it. Looks super cool, and the trial looks like it's going to be really, really fun. I'm not going to give the full details on anything that's actually in the trial. That'll maybe be best saved for release day, but I will at least let you guys know that there will be new objectives. It's not gonna be reusing a bunch of old objectives. There are going to be new objectives in this trial and some new mechanics that we have to look forward to. So definitely get excited to jump in to the shopping mall. It's going to be a really, really good time. And yeah, just a little bit of something that I do know that I don't want to maybe spoil for everyone else going into the update day. Additionally, as far as other new content is concerned, there's going to be 2 new MK challenges. One of them is called Get Out the Vote, and that is actually going to be on the Suburbs map. So we will be getting our first MK on the Suburbs map. And as far as I understand it, it's going to be in a new area of the Suburbs that's not featured in Liquidate the Union. So we're going to have a new section of the Suburbs to explore. Really looking forward to seeing what all is required of that. I don't really have much detail on how the trial is going to work, although it sounds like it might have something to do with the Union Boss escort mechanic where you're nearby and it moves. But we will have to see specifically how it works. I'm really looking forward to jumping into that on day 1. And the other MK is called Sentence the Prosecuted, and that's going to be here on the courthouse. Courthouse will be getting its 5th MK to put it in line with, at least Police Station and Fun Park. So we'll be getting its 5th MK called Sentence the Prosecuted. And that involves using the decoders that you have mainly seen on the docks for aligning the yellow things, which I like that as a mechanic. So I'm looking forward to seeing how those play out on the courthouse. And we get a new MK for Coil, which I know a lot of people have been wanting to see for sure. Additionally, on launch, as you might expect, we will be getting the Meet Otto and Aurora event, which is the same as the Bambino event and the Jaeger onboarding event. There's probably not going to be a catalog for it, I'm sure, or event tokens or anything like that. It's just going to be an event where there's going to be a variator just like the Bambino variator or whatever it is. Is it called Bambino or is it just Franco Barbie? It's called the Franco Barbie variator. I think it's probably going to be called like the Crest Twins variator, and it's just going to have them coming into the trial similarly, to how it works in primetime and things like that. And just a way to get more acquainted with the new enemy because, of course, at the start here, they're only going to be present on the new full trial that is released. So that is going to be available. And that's pretty much everything for the new stuff in normal trials and things like that. It definitely looks really, really cool. I'm extremely excited to be covering it. Of course, I'm going to be doing an all-day live stream on update day, and you definitely want to not miss out on that. And I'll of course have a full patch review on any additional patch notes that do come out as we approach the actual release date. Since these are more high-level stuff, we'll maybe get more detail as we get closer to the full release. But that's not all that's coming, of course. The other big thing that's going to be concluded here in Season 4 is the return of the Rebirth procedure. Now, of course, we've had no more Rebirth hung up here for a while since Season 3 started, but we are going to be getting Rebirth back with Season 4 and being able to go through these halls once again. Now, the old Rebirth of the Farewell Mansion is coming back, and as far as I understand it, will be the same. So you can still do that. It will be solo only, and if you want to, you can do that and get your rebirths up, and it'll be the same as normal. But the big exciting part is the Rebirth 2.0, which will be available, and that will give you an option to do a different kind of rebirth. This will allow you to select any size of group, so you can have anywhere from. Actually, I don't even know. Can you? I'm not sure if you can do it solo. I assume you can, but you can at least do it with 2 to 4 people as well. However, all players will need the Rebirth tokens in order to participate. And the way it works is basically like this. You'll be sent to a random MK challenge from any of them from the list in the game. And it will have some special variators applied to it. The first one, and probably the most impactful, is the mirrored variator, which mirrors the entire map, completely flips it, and everything in it, which is important. Like, you will hold your stun rig in your left hand. You will, if you go up to a radio, the dials are flipped. So the dials you normally would turn for whatever, the first one does the height, that will be on the right hand side instead. And like numbers for codes and stuff going to be backwards. It's a lot more impactful than maybe it sounds at first, because everything gets mirrored and it just messes with your head, especially if you're someone like me who's played a ton and you know the maps very well. You're going to be completely thrown off by your own knowledge, or what you think is knowledge, by these mirrored variators. So it's a very cool idea, and I'm super excited to be jumping into it here with the Rebirth. There's also going to be the Rebirth variator itself, and this adds 2 additional secondary objectives to the trial, and these are going to be required in order to complete the Rebirth MK challenge. The 2 that are added are basically, there'll be 3 radios added that you have to tune, basically the same as Farewell Mansion, Spider Eye Lamb. There will be 3 radios, and then there will also be a box, one of those little boxes like you have on the Rebirth Mansion as well, that you bring to the different rooms. There will be a box for each player, and each player needs to retrieve their box and bring it back to the shuttle and store. There's like a little thing to put it in. You can't pick up other people's boxes. You can only pick up your box, and it has your name on it and stuff. So it's really, really cool objective, and you have to complete both of those alongside the main MK challenge objective to be able to leave the trial. So a very, very cool variator there as well, in combination with the mirrored layout, is going to be very interesting. And additionally, the last thing is you will also have a classified variator, which is basically going to be, I think, a random like boss or difficult variator that you won't know what it is. It just won't tell you, and you'll have to figure it out. Like, could be something like cold snap, so you might just randomly hear the alarm for temperature and have to go hide, at a moment's notice. Could be something you're not ready for. So that's pretty cool as well. Although the big impact comes from the Rebirth and mirror variators. So I'm really looking forward to doing Rebirths, playing with my stream, and doing group Rebirths and seeing how it goes. It sounds like it's going to be really, really fun, and I'm really looking forward to trying it out. And of course, with new Rebirth, there will be new endings as well, as you can assume. So that is exciting to see what those will be. Also, of course, we will be getting the Rebirth tokens back as a currency, and it's going to be a little bit different. Before, you needed 20 tokens, and you got 2 for a main trial, 1 for an MK. Now you're going to need 100 tokens to Rebirth, although you'll get them at different rates. It's not going to be the same as it was before. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll see. The big thing is, though, the max you can hold will be 1,000. So you can store up to 10 Rebirths and then do them all at once, or do them with a couple different groups, or however you want to do it. So that, I think, is a very, very nice change that wasn't possible before. Before, you had to do your Rebirth immediately, or you were wasting your tokens that you could potentially be getting. So I like that change a lot. If you want to, you can immediately go do one when you hit 100, or you can wait, continue stacking them up, and go do it whenever you like. So very, very cool change there as well, which is important to mention, I think. Of course, additionally, as a part of this new season, we'll be getting a new catalog for Project Diarchy, and we did get a preview of the catalog. It looks super duper cool, as always. I mean, the catalogs have been great. We didn't get to see a ton of specifics, but the full outfits look really unique and interesting. And also, I'm curious to see what new poses and things like that we get, but that'll be something I'll fully review on patch day as well. There's also a new comic that has been released that goes into a lot more detail about the Crest twins. You should definitely go read that. It is absolutely diabolical. Like a couple of things in there, I could not believe my eyes when I saw those. I'm not someone who super covers the lore, but I do read all the comics and follow it and stuff like that. So I would highly recommend you check that out if you're at all interested in the lore. It does give a lot of information about how the Crest twins sort of came to be and got to where they are today. So Yeah, always love the new comics and lore that they drop with them, with these updates. And of course, when the update itself drops, we're going to get new evidence documents, I'm sure, and stuff like that that we can also talk more about on stream and in videos and whatever. Lastly, the last thing I want to cover here is changes to Escalation, my beloved Escalation. Of course, what I do on stream pretty much every day. And there's going to be variators that were removed are going to be coming back at least somewhat. There's going to be, you know, we don't have a full specific list of variators that are going to be coming back, but I do believe Countdown is coming back, among others. So I'm glad to hear that, as removing a lot of the difficult variators kind of made the experience a bit less interesting. However, I'm very curious to see if they will keep the removed restrictions. So like right now, you can get Jaeger and Cold Snap. Something like that wasn't possible before the primetime patch. Are you now going to be able to get Countdown as well alongside that? I personally would be okay with that, and it would give more tension and more times that you need to really lock in or you're going to potentially die. So I do hope that is how it works, but we'll have to see and test as when the update does release. However, there's also going to be some additional changes that are going to be quite impactful. After level 21 in Escalation, trial number 21, you'll start getting Ultra 2. There's going to be a new version of Ultra. Currently, we just have Ultra. It'll be Ultra 2, which will be even more difficult than the current Ultra. I think it will have less items and more traps and different things like that. I'm not sure if there's any other sneaky things built into it, but I'm very curious to see how much that changes. And also, you will now need, at higher levels of Escalation, to complete 2 secondary objectives per trial. You will get 2 secondary objectives, and if you want that second reward to pick at the end of the trial, which you definitely do because it can guarantee the booster that you want, you'll have to complete both of those secondary objectives in each trial to get that additional reward. So that will make things even more difficult to make sure you're consistently getting those done. And I think that's an interesting idea to potentially boost the difficulty slightly of the later stages of Escalation. I'm not sure if there's going to be any other sneaky changes in there. I wonder if the Crest twins are going to be added in as their variator and things like that. Of course, I really hope that the new trial and the new MKs get added on day 1 like they did for Prime Times patch with Redeem Your Freedom and Fumigate. That would be ideal. But either way, we will have to see. And of course, if there's any big new news that I don't know about yet that drops between now and the patch, I will absolutely cover it. Otherwise, I will still have Nostophobia Part 2, which starts in 9 hours. I will be covering that on the channel. And then we will be here on Tuesday, July 15th at 10 a.m. with the patch review. And then I will immediately go live after that, do my first runs of the new trials, and then we'll start looking at maybe doing rebirths with the community. It's going to be a crazy patch day. Definitely be sure to tune in to that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Very excited for this new content. The Rebirth sounds so cool, and I can't wait to experiment with the new Prime assets and check out the new map. We've been spoiled by Red Barrels this year, I think, for sure. And I can't wait to see what else they have on the horizon in the future as well. Of course, from the roadmap, we know there's a new game mode that's just on the horizon, so I'm sure we'll get more info about that as Season 4 progresses. So again, if you want to stay up to date with the Outlast Trials and make sure you don't miss any news, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to smash the like button, of course. We're going to be coming out with way more content as time goes on, as always. And then, yeah, if you're interested as well, just make sure to tune into the normal Trials content that I post. And I'll be getting back to some more educational content as Season 4 progresses as well. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, you guys. So let me know your thoughts on all of this information in the comments. And big shout out to all my channel members. They'll be popping up on the screen here. Special shout out to Laura in particular, who's in that Reborn Reagent tier. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll be streaming tonight as well. If you have any questions, I stream every day somewhere between 7 and 8 Eastern. If you have any questions to drop into the stream, let me know, and I'll answer any that I can. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to join my Discord, follow me on Twitch, links in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.